This is Oldham College in Manchester. The campus has 5,000 students and up to 1,000 receive additional learning support. Staff are committed to enriching the lives of those who are studying, and they're using technology to help them achieve that. The college has a dedicated dyslexia department where a variety of tech solutions are available for students to use depending on their needs. From helping them write essays and read textbooks to organising their college schedules and more. One such solution is the OrCam Learn.
The OrCam Learn takes a picture of any text, whether that's what's projected on the board or a post-it in class, or it could be their question paper for a GCSE mock exam, and have it read back to them. And what's fantastic about that is that it's reducing our need to get extra support into the class with the learner.
Let's read.
But that's not all it does.
I will not let you stay.
So we often use the Reading Pal feature with our learners. We use it one-to-one as a personalised session with individuals. What it helps with is it helps the learner to improve their reading fluency and their comprehension. So the learner reads out loud to it and it gives instant feedback. Another area of the Reading Pal which we really like is that it sends a more detailed breakdown of their reading to an online portal.
The device has loads of different functions and is powered by AI and optical character recognition, OCR, where generic algorithms have been designed to capture any text within 4 corners of a laser, then read it back to the student. Some of those algorithms have been trained on huge data sets of hundreds and thousands of hours of audio collected by the company. For example, students' reading books and students' spoken word captured by the device when it's in record. It's important to note, however, that AI is constantly learning and being refined. That's why it's able to give feedback in real time. The learners are studying early years education, which will involve reading out loud to nursery-aged children while on placement. Under the guidance of Faye, Assistive Tech is helping Angel and Rachel with their coursework.
We do the Reading Pal, which helps me to say words properly. So when I go into placement, when I'm reading the words, I can slow down and I can say the words properly so they can understand it and they can say the words after me.
Are we going to give OrCam a wee go? Yeah, cool, let's do it.
Let's read.
Please take a picture of the text. Great. Please start reading.
The hamster was dead. On his back, legs in the air.
Rachel is reading a full page of text from one of her favourite novels, and the Assistive Tech is going to mark her accuracy, then offer feedback.
That was excellent reading. You read 6 sentences out of 11 with complete accuracy.
Now it's Angel's turn. She's using the comprehension mode.
Please point at any word in the sentence that contains the answer to the following questions. How long did it take to get a tattoo? Great. Congratulations. You've answered all 3 questions correctly.
Angel and Rachel tell me they love working with OrCam, and their teacher is noticing positive results. But how does the company know their device is delivering accurate feedback?
The OrCam is designed to identify if a student is reading at text level. So when you actually input a student's details into the portal, you input their date of birth, you input their year group, and when that piece of text is captured and that text is read back to the OrCam, it transcribes both text formats and match together to identify the accuracy of the Reading Pal session. We don't get the student's data itself, obviously due to student confidentiality, so that data really is for the teachers and the students.
With any technology we bring into the classroom, experts agree that it can be exceptionally helpful, but it is important to be cautious.
There's been increased use of artificial intelligence within education, colleges, schools, universities, and I think that's a good thing. We need to look out for bias in data. So, for example, you wouldn't want to use a product that's only been trained on data from one gender or one culture. And of course, whenever we're using machine learning technologies, we need to be careful about the data that's being collected about us, about our students, as we're using the technology.
OrCam's assured us their training data is versatile and, where relevant, consists of different genders, age groups, dialects and acoustic conditions. Technology is changing education, with the company, college and students doing what they can to make the world a more inclusive place.
Photography, the art of freezing moments in time.
The history of photography is the history of the technology that made it possible, and the evolution of the camera is for the very first time focusing its gaze backwards, not forwards.
So let's get into it. We started with black and white portraits that required people to channel their inner statue, holding a pose for an eternity.
Now don't anybody move.
Is that gun loaded, by the way?
As time marched forward, so did the evolution of photography in pictures.
Enter the flashbulb era. But taking a photo sounded like a small, sharp pop. And it was flashy, just like this outfit.
Flip forward to a smaller, faster camera. Cameras that could capture for all time a short moment, a memory. Enter the vibrant era of the Polaroid, leading the way with instant photography, a limited number of chances to capture the moments as they went by. Then came the digital age where we all became photographers, no longer for the few who could afford expensive kit and had the patience to wait. Our pocket-sized phone studios meet demands instantaneously, and with the advent of digital manipulation and filters, you can get close to perfection every time. Suddenly, everyone became a selfie connoisseur.
This looks quite nice, quite a strong neg.
But what about waiting? What about those magical minutes of anticipation?
It's the first time I take a picture of a dog.
Is it? Oh, well, let's hope it's a good one.
When the promise of what might have been captured was more satisfying than mindlessly tapping a phone screen.
A new era in photography begins.
Polaroid was the OG of instant photography. It was wildly successful at its peak in the 1970s with millions of sales.
It was simple, it was all plastic, it was fab.
You'd snap a photo, wait for the magic to happen, and hard copies of memories.
You know how I got this coat? It knocked over your garbage can.
They've just made a new addition to their line. This is the Polaroid i2 instant camera.
What they are pitching is a blend of nostalgia with the cutting-edge tech of today. Analog charm with digital finesse, a sleek new design houses features like improved optics, autofocus and Bluetooth connectivity.
Well, that's enough about what it can do. Let's go see how it actually performs.
And to help out, I've invited along my colleague, Liv. We're going to have a bit of an instant vs digital comparison, where I'll be tapping on the Polaroid and she'll be snapping on her phone.
Okay.
Alright, let's square up.
Unfortunately, I had a false start. 2 in fact, which isn't the best when you've only got 8 pictures per pack to play with.
I mean, I think I've already taken about 5.
But it was first time lucky.
Oh, and here it is. We need to wait a few minutes.
Okay, I'll reply to some emails.
Okay.
Yep, tell me when you're ready.
A few minutes later, not a bad result from my instant pick, but I did waste 2 other pictures just getting there.
Alright, let me just dial in some settings first.
Just needs like half an hour or so.
Again.
This time the picture got jammed and I had to take yet another one to get this result. Decent in comparison, however, I could feel the cost per picture racking up.
I've been able to take that many photos in a few seconds, and you can just do that with a smartphone. You can't necessarily do that with that. It takes a bit of time to develop, to get it set up, and then even then, you don't really know what you're going to get.
That not knowing and uncertainty carried on to our next photo op. It took me 2 attempts to figure out the correct settings to capture this shot of the bicycle. Whilst Liv's phone pics were quick, budget-friendly and a breeze to edit, the Polaroid camera never crashed the photo shoot with unexpected interruptions.
Oh, who's calling you?
Sorry, let me put that away.
Well, at least I would never get a call on this thing.
Feeling something in your hands gives it a weight, the promise of a premium product, and it's one of a kind. But in a world where photography is now so cheap, printing has become a luxury. That is the challenge now facing Polaroid. It may well mean that they cannot replay the dizzying success of their 70s heyday.
It's remarkable what you can do, and you enjoy doing this, do you?
Oh yeah.
But they're choosing to believe in the promise of anticipation and hope their customers do likewise. A company can't survive on charm alone, so will the picture that emerges be a happy one? For a concrete answer, like the Polaroid's customers, we'll have to wait.
That was Amy Secon. That's really interesting, isn't it?
Yes, and fascinating how instant cameras, Polaroids, other brands as well, have really got popular again. I guess it's one extreme or the other. You've either got loads of photos on your phone that you never print, or people want things straight away.
It's true, yes, that instant print. Well, listen, that's all we've got time for